Hey folks, Ben the Man for Land here with RE/MAX Property Pros. Thanks for joining me as we continue to cover evergreens of the Northwoods. The one behind me is what we're going to talk about next. Very important species for the wildlife here in northern Wisconsin, and that's hemlock. Let's talk about what hemlock looks like and how to tell the difference between hemlock and other evergreens. First way we can tell this is a hemlock and not a spruce or a balsam is the bark. It's not flaky, it's not smooth or warty, it's deeply furrowed, and it's a thick, tough bark. The underbark or the inner bark, where you can see the birds have been poking holes in it, all right, that's not something that the hemlock does on its own, but as the birds and critters start digging in, you can see that inner bark shining kind of a tan and orangey looking color. So rough bark, that's one way you can tell it's a hemlock. Another way you can tell hemlock is by these itty bitty teeny weeny little cones. So these little teeny cones are mature cones from this great big hemlock that is probably 200 years or more. They really don't grow very fast. Hemlock is another one of those species that likes to be in lower areas near water, streams, that sort of thing, with fertile soil. So if you're up on top of a hill and you think you see a hemlock, no, probably not a hemlock. They like to have their feet wet. Hemlock also has needles that are more rounded on the end, so you may think balsam. But flip it over. Does it look white? No, it doesn't. It is a little lighter, but it's not white like the underside of balsam. And then if we compare balsam to hemlock, you can see the needles are much larger on a balsam. Hemlock is one of those species that is important to the northern Wisconsin ecosystem. But we've seen the numbers of hemlock drop over the years. There's fewer and fewer hemlock. And why is that? A lot of people think it's because of the deer population. Hemlock is a very important browse for deer, especially in the winter when they're yarding up during a hard winter. So we're seeing a lot of the young hemlock get nibbled up by deer in the winter. That may change in the future as the deer population up north has taken a big hit with a lot of predators. We're not seeing the numbers of deer that we saw years and years ago. So maybe the hemlock has a chance to get some of its little ones up and growing. Folks, thanks for tuning in, learning a little bit more about hemlock. And remember, if you're hopping into the real estate market as a buyer or a seller, give me a call. My name's Ben. I'm your man for land and all things real estate. Whether you're looking for waterfront, recreational land, farms, a country home, even commercial, give me a call. I'd be glad to help you in Oneida, Vilas, Lincoln, Price, Forest counties.